Hi there, I'm Dani Sloan from Utah Education Network. Today we're going to be talking about using online discussions to create greater engagement. Let's face it, sometimes the idea of putting online discussions into your lesson could feel daunting or impersonal. Concerns about engagement, technical difficulties, or the potential for off-topic chatter might lead you to stick to your tried and true in-class discussions. But the truth is that online discussions may be your secret weapon for creating effective and engaging lessons. They can be an opportunity to give your students a voice, promote deeper understanding, practice their digital citizenship skills that they'll need in the real world, and even make your in-person discussions more productive. Here are a few tips. The first thing to consider is think time for all. Using online discussions can provide all of your students time to get their thoughts together, even if you're having an in-person discussion. You don't need to have your students writing in complete sentences or paragraphs. You can have them put in their bullet points and then everyone's prepared. Then everyone gets to express their own opinion, and if you'd like to, everyone can get credit. The next thing I'd encourage you to do with your discussions is to be strategic with the due dates that you give your students. Think about when your students are going to have the time to do what they're doing, when will you be able to look at it, and when should your students be sleeping. In the LMS that we use, Canvas, the default time for a due date is 11:59 p.m. Now, even with my graduate students at the University of Utah, I make sure to set a due time that's a little bit earlier, like 8 or 9 p.m. You can also use the due dates to trick your students into being prepared. So for example, I give my students a chapter to read or a video in the online discussion and then ask them a few questions, and I make sure to set the due date before class, so then they are prepared for our in-class discussion. The other thing that makes online discussions really nice is you can prepare yourself. You can give your students a video about something that you are about to be teaching, and then you'll be prepared with what they think or what they already know, or any misconceptions your students might have. And last but definitely not least, you can use online discussions to build fun into your classroom. Utilize video and audio options that might not be available. So have your students make a quick video in a discussion. Not every single video that your students make needs to be edited or perfect. It can just be a fun way to connect with one another. You can also use online discussions to gallery walk for assignments in class or anything that has a visual component, or for something like show and tell. Now, I know we think of show and tell as something that we did, in kindergarten or first grade, but tell me that you don't want to see your students' pets at home, right? They're cute little dogs and cats or something else. It can be a way to build in that classroom community, even with students who are a little bit older. And you can use online discussions to surprise your students. So I'm going to show you one way right now. If you use Canvas LMS, these are the options that are in Canvas, but I think it's probably available in other LMSs as well. But usually there's an option that's the second one down on this screen that says users must post before seeing replies. Now, practically, it's great because one of the downfalls of in-person discussions is that there's always that one person that will raise their hand and they are ready to go and to answer and they know everything. And then everyone else is kind of like, oh, they took my answer. That's what I was going to say, or they just maybe repeat what the other person said. Well, this way, students have to post their own opinion before they can see what anyone else posts. But that's not the surprise. You can use it as a teacher to be the first person to post a reply. So at the end of this discussion, once my students have posted their own reply, the first thing that they see or the first reply that they see is me. Maybe I'm giving the answer to the discussion. Maybe I'm using it as an opportunity to share other resources, or it'll be like a choose your own adventure that once they get to the end, they get to pick the next task. No matter what you're doing with tech in your classroom, we would love to help support you. So if you have other things that you want to check out, remember to go to uen.org/register to see what courses we have available right now. Thanks for watching UEN Teacher Tips. We'll see you next time.